Hello twin flames, this is Victoria and I'm here with your daily energy check. Welcome to my channel, welcome whether you are new or you are coming back. I love you all guys and I appreciate you all joining me for this conversation today. Let's take a look at what's happening at the twin flame journey. I'll start with an oracle deck today. I picked the Cosmic Journey Oracle. So yeah, let's see what's going on for Divine Feminine Collective and Divine Masculine. Then we'll get to Tarot to check what's going on with the energies, and I'm getting a message about source of inspiration, but let's see what the oracle cards are going to say. So we'll ask one additional question for DF and for DM today. So Divine Feminines have got close your eyes to open your heart. Beautiful. So in other words, don't try to use your logical brain too much in your current situation. If you're looking for a solution or you're, I don't know, criticizing what's happening, you're upset, look at it deeper. Look at it with your heart. Listen with your heart. You know, no matter how you want to, this is actually about eyes. So that's why it seems it's about looking. You can listen, no matter what you want to call it. It's about Divine Masculines. And that's also the card number 7, by the way. Going deep today. It's a spiritual number. I knew I was wearing my amethyst today for a reason. Crown chakra. Work. Number 12, enter one step forward, one step onward. Enter one step forward, one step onward. Nice, movement forward, number 12. Okay. Yeah, so what is the source of inspiration for the twins? Yeah, that will be the additional question. But let's start with the energy check. What do we have for Divine Feminines right now? What's going on? That was loud. And guess what it is? The Ace of Swords. It keeps falling off. It's a very, very strong card. It literally flipped out a couple of times. Ace of Swords. So you could feel like you want to speak your truth even if you're gonna be unpopular with the audience, let's put it that way, right? So you would be hearing those words of wisdom, of truth very loudly inside, and you will want to let them out. For masculines, we have 4 of Cups. Yeah, we saw it yesterday as well, or the day before. What's the source of inspiration for Divine Feminine right now? Because we talk about, you know, being creative and going into the space of joy and happiness, but, and, you know, uncovering your potential and such. But oftentimes, and I get those questions in private communication a lot, like, it's not clear where to start. It's not that easy. I mean, once you're connected to your creative self and you keep practicing that almost on a daily basis, I would say, then it gets easy, then it's a lot more straightforward. But how do you start? So I decided to give us some ideas today. 10 of Wands. Wow, I love 10 of Wands in this deck because to me it's clear connection to the ancestors. But we'll pull some clarifiers as well. What about Divine Masculines? Because they need to connect with their inspiration as well, with their creative self. And we actually have an orange colored card for them today, which is a sacral chakra, which is about creativity and passion. 5 of Pentacles. Ooh, it's gonna be interesting. Bottom of the deck, Queen of Pentacles. Yeah, it's all about comfort and prosperity today. Okay, let's clarify. So we got Ace of Swords. Let's clarify Ace of Swords. Please clarify 10 of Wands. Okay, I also see spring for sure. So nature awakening here. Let's clarify 10 of Wands. Oops, it's too many. Sorry guys, the cards kind of flipped on me big time. Okay, thank you. Sun. Yoo-hoo! Let's clarify 4 of Cups. Four of Swords. Please clarify 5 of Pentacles. And just a reminder that tomorrow I'm going to be doing a reading for the new moon in Aries, which is happening on April 1st. So if you're interested in getting more information about this upcoming new moon, and I'll speak a little bit more of what it means, like this specific moon. And yeah, we're gonna pull some cards, see what it means for the twins. This time, it rhymed. Okay, so interesting cards. 5 of Pentacles clarified by 5 of Wands. It's a 5 and a 5. It's a 4 and a 4. So number is gonna be significant for in this reading for DM. Anyways, back to Ace of Swords and Divine Feminine being a badass today with it. Even in this card, you can see it. I mean, she's like, there is this very feminine, fragile figure, but she's protected and she's got her sword on the ready. As I clarify, we have Knight of Wands and 2 of Wands in the reverse. So basically today, Divine Feminine chooses conversation rather than, and you know, putting something out in the physical, rather than introspectively trying to understand what choice to make, where do I go next. This is about sharing with the world. That's what I'm getting. You've got the point of truth, you know what's what. Now you want to share it with others. In terms of what's this inspiration, like I was saying, in this deck particular 10 of Wands to me is the connection with the ancestors. See that skeleton behind her? So the inspiration will come from could be messages, like medium like messages from the ancestors, could come to you in a dreamland, you're in meditation. It can come, of course, from family members, from older family members. If you're in touch with them, maybe you'll get an unexpected message that will remind you, right? I mean, even if it's our parents, it's not, because when we think about ancestors, we usually think somebody like a few generations ahead of us, but our parents are also our ancestors. So, you know, you may remind yourself somehow, you may get reminded about some, yeah, I just got a reminder about a meeting. You may get reminded about some past experience by your parents, your grandparents, something that will be important, that will remind you, oh, I was so into that, I don't know, drawing, dancing, rollerblading, whatever. That was so exciting for me. And, you know, maybe that will be your inspiration for doing something now, right? Maybe even the way you behaved. It doesn't have to be a hobby, but the way you acted in certain positions, and be like, yeah, I felt more free. Like, you see it, this card, for example, like she's happy and she's kind of doing dance moves to me. Like, I was so free in that moment. Why is it different for me now? Why is it more difficult to do the same stuff when I'm like 20, 30, 40 years older? You know, so really it's about your story, the story of your childhood and times when you had less burdens and restrictions in life, right? Because it's also 10 of Wands, it's the burdens. And you could, you know, you could dream, you could allow yourself to do more, be more, at least energetically and emotionally. For the masculine, we have, and remember there was that saying, close your eyes and open your heart. I think that it's about this part of the reading especially, where This is about, like, you know, your feelings, your memories from the heart, so to speak, if it makes sense. Would help to go through some childhood memorabilia or toys, maybe visit a place you like to visit as a child. Any of those things are going to be helpful. For the masculines, we have Four of Cups clarified by Four of Swords. This is for the current energy. Yeah, there's definitely some energy of disappointment and being tired of stuff. I mean, you may say it's quite the usual energy for DM anyway, right? Especially in this journey, because you do go through some trials and tribulations, and then there is a phase when they recharge and recover. But that's true. And you know what? We spoke about end of a cycle yesterday a lot. And one of the ways, if you remember, for them to kind of be able to summarize, to analyze what happened in the cycle, is for them to get this. Four of Swords can also be about like, you know, literally taking rest and maybe meditate and maybe praying. We actually have a praying card here as well for the DM. So this is the opportunity for them to, you know, to have that moment to think about what happened, not just to jump from one thing to another, and don't mean it in a bad way. I mean, not in that way, but, you know, just hustling and juggling a lot of different things and making stuff happen, because there are a lot of expectations from them around, right? This is more about, this is me time, right? This is when I can process, I can absorb, I can process, and I can understand, you know, maybe like what I did right, what I did wrong, that sort of idea. And where I don't want to make the same mistakes or lose the opportunity going forward. For the inspiration, we have Five of Pentacles, and clarified by Five of Wands and Two of Swords. Not the greatest cards, I would say, but actually, even with the DFs, we saw that the inspiration is kind of loosely connected to the burdens, and you know, as a contrast to what is currently experienced. So this is almost the same, but also, like I was saying a little bit earlier, look at this card in this particular deck. I don't even see him suffering or in pain. It's more like he's praying. And look at the colors, look at these pretty ribbons. It's a girl, actually, not a boy, but I guess it doesn't matter, right? And all of those hands, notice that ribbons are being like handed to him by like hands from different, like from all the directions. It's this divine help and divine support, I would say, that is important right now, that will be inspiring, right? It's seeing how the karma plays out, because this is also, like, this is a big karma card. This kind of as well, this is being stuck between, like, choosing with your mind or your heart, right? This is impact of other people and different entanglements with them, right? And this is how you would know where to go and what is the most inspired way, and where can you find yourself among all of this stuff, right? Who you are, right? That's what we find out in these moments when you turn to God, and when we see all this magic, all these miracles happening around. We feel the support, right? We don't necessarily see it with our mind, but we feel that support is there. We're not alone, and that's inspirational. That's when masculines will realize that even during a dark night, they're not alone. And there is a point, and their efforts are recognized. That's another thing. Thank you. So they can feel almost like, you know, like this motherly touch and words of love and support. Like, yeah, you did your best. I can see that. And that's inspiring them to be better, the better version of themselves, and also to pursue new things, because they have that support. They're not alone. A lot of men oftentimes feel that they are the rock for others, but they don't have something similar for themselves. It's almost like something wrong to think about and to talk about, right? What is my support system, right? And it's good if they do have it naturally, but a lot of them don't, or they don't feel like they do. So this realization here is huge. Okay, I also have my Hermit Tarot cards with me today, so I'm gonna pull some messages between the flames. Messages from Divine Masculine to Divine Feminine first. Have definitely, this love scares me. Okay, it's enough. The cards really want to talk today. Have I lost everything? This love scares me, and it felt together with definitely. You make my heart full and be more selfish. Yay. So there is a bit of a, with the, I think the have I lost everything is a little bit of that Two of Swords card where DM is a kind of like, you know, his GPS is a little off and he's like, where am I? What's happening? But that wondering about that was DF. Either just with DF or a lot of things including DF. Like they don't really understand where you two are right now. That's what I'm getting with this card. This love scares me. I think we understand, so I'm not gonna stop there, but this one, notice that. So they still feel like there is so much love and happiness between you. Like when they think about you, when they remember the stuff you did together, and of course if they see you in their dreams, if they are connecting through that 5D communication, it makes them happy. They may not even notice this is about the heart. They may not even be able to explain it, but because they would be comparing it with other relationships in their life and be like, I don't know, doesn't make much sense. But they know that it makes their heart full. You know, it's directly like hitting their heart chakra and, you know, giving them that sensation of warmth and love. And they're saying be more selfish, yeah, so I guess they're noticing that UTFs are working around the clock too, so they know from their own experience that it's not a great idea to get yourself to a point of exhaustion and then trying to recover. So they would like you to take care of yourself so you don't have to go through that big recovery stage as they do. What about DFs? What would they like to tell DMs? I just put all the cards back in, so we might get the same cards. I don't know, but we might. Wouldn't that be fun? Okay. DFs are actually less talkative to DMs today. I need more balance. Then we have I lie awake thinking about our future with no. I'm getting this means, the combination means that thinking about the future is one thing, but for Divine Feminine, it's actually not even an option, not even a, like, you know, it may happen, it may happen. No, it's about actually like seeing the future, right? It's about manifesting that long-term stuff with Divine Masculines. And I need more balance, I think is pretty straightforward. So then you're right and light. So Divine Feminine is saying that, you know, if you notice DMs that there is some sort of back and forth, there's a little bit hot and cold energy. DF is also closing her cycle this week, and you know, she's basically working on her own groundedness and balance to be able to process the stuff that happened in her life. But she always has her light on for you, DMs, and you know, that guiding light, like a lighthouse, for you to know where the home is, you know, where to go on your journey, how to tell what's what. Okay, I hope this has been good for you guys. Thank you so much for joining me today. I love you all, and I'll be back with more readings very soon.